What you got on today? What you got on?
This shit right here, this good motion, the only motion. Welcome back to another Zeta Alchemist video. I am your host, your teacher, your informer, Zeta Alchemist. And today we have a very, like I see every video, very special video, very informational topic per usual. Today I'm going to be talking about emotional intelligence. I did say in a video about self-awareness I wanted to study and get y'all a video on emotional intelligence, so that's what I did. As soon as I finished all my other studying, I got on emotional intelligence. So now I would like to welcome to you emotional intelligence. Let's get straight into it. Okay, so first topic of always how I start my videos is, what is the definition of emotional intelligence? And emotional intelligence is basically the ability to understand and use your own emotions in a positive way, to relieve stress, communicate effectively, show empathy with others, and communicate and diffuse challenges and defeat challenges in a better way. So emotional intelligence only is for good. It can only help you. It helps you understand yourself. It helps you understand how to do better in situations. It can help you do better, not understand, do better, perform better for you, your environment, and yourself, whoever else you're around. Emotional intelligence is not just for you. It helps. You can use it to help everything around you. You can use it to make your life better. So emotional intelligence basically puts the positivity behind everything else you're doing. Also, with emotional intelligence, it also can help you with being aware with your emotions and emotions of others, to help with you being aware of your emotions and the awareness of others. You can use that awareness to guide you through thinking situations and behavioral situations. Excuse me about that. In behavioral situations that, in a better way than a person that doesn't have emotional intelligence would deal with things. So you would do things different than that person that doesn't have it. They would do probably a slower way or a less positive way. Now we're going to talk about the components of emotional intelligence. So the things that make emotional intelligence, the factors, the things that make up emotional intelligence. The first one would be self-awareness. So like in the video I said before, in the self-awareness, these two things play hand in hand together. Recognizing and understanding your own emotions and how they affect your thoughts and behaviors. So with you having self-awareness, you understand your emotions, and with your emotions, that gets the emotional part of emotional intelligence. So once you understand your emotions, you can take the intelligent part, mix those two together, and you can use those to, okay, how am I going to handle this situation in a positive, non-conflict way, and use the least amount of energy, resources, and time possible. So with emotional intelligence, you can take, okay, is my body not feeling good? How am I going to maneuver with the day? How am I going to maneuver through work? So emotional intelligence can really help you. You just have to be self-aware of how you are feeling and what your emotions are for the day, the event, or how you're feeling towards that person. The next thing in the components of emotional intelligence would be self-regulation. So basically it'll be managing your emotions and your impulses, and just thinking before you acting. So being more cautious about what you do, making sure that's the regular self, make sure that's the regular thing you would do. So we have impulses in life. So sometimes you might have the impulse to go get a tattoo. Sometimes you might have the impulse to dye your hair. Me, I don't like to have impulsive choices. With me being self-aware, sometimes with an impulsive choice, you might like that choice for like a day or two or 30 minutes and regret it. So that's why I do not have, I don't do anything that is impulsive choice. I think about all my choices before I do them. The next thing in the components of emotional intelligence would be self-regulation. So basically it'll be managing your emotions and your impulses, and just thinking before you acting. So being more cautious about what you do, making sure that's the regular self, make sure that's the regular thing you would do. So we have impulses in life. So sometimes you might have the impulse to go get a tattoo. Sometimes you might have the impulse to dye your hair. Me, I don't like to have impulsive choices. With me being self-aware, sometimes with an impulsive choice, you might like that choice for like a day or 2 or 30 minutes and regret it. So that's why I do not have I don't do anything that is impulsive choice. I think about all my choices before I do them. The next component would be motivation. Motivation is basically using the components you have, using your emotions, using your emotions to achieve the things you want to achieve. So being motivated, with you having emotional intelligence, when you're motivated, you know how to knock out tasks faster. You are more highly to do research before you do something. You are more highly to ask more questions, because with being emotional intelligence, you understand the route you have to go through when you're doing something new. Yes, you're gonna have to do trial and error, but you save more time when you ask, do research. So yes, when you have motivation, use that to your benefit. Use that to help you. Emotional intelligence can only help you. Next one I want to talk about is stress management. Being able to understand and manage your emotions can help in coping with stress and being under pressure. So stress management when you're emotional intelligent means you could be having a stressful day at work, or you could know you don't like your job and it's stressful. So with stress management, you would probably do things you would like before work, or have your favorite music playing during work to keep your stress down. If someone makes you mad, with stress management, you would not be so stressed out about it. You probably wouldn't care about it so much. When you're emotionally intelligent, you probably could tell they was finna do that. When you are aware of what's going on around you, when you using all your senses, you can tell with the vibe for the day already. So being intelligent can, again, play a big part. You can save a whole from having a bad day can turn to a good day, literally. And there is no such thing as bad days. But for some people, there's bad days. So you can turn a bad day into a good day. You can turn a stressful event into a calm event, literally. And the last one on the contribution to emotional intelligence will be your overall well-being. With someone with a high EQ, this contributes to greater happiness, such as success, happiness, and overall well-being. So basically, when you have a better emotional intelligence, or you have a high emotional intelligence, you have a higher well-being. You understand how to deal with things. You understand not everything is so serious. So I'm telling you guys, if you learn these things, everything I teach will send you down a better path, or make you a better person in life. Everything I teach will make you a better person, or change you in some aspect. Now we're going to talk about developing emotional intelligence. The first one on developing is self-reflection. So basically, taking time to understand your emotions and how they impact you and others. So reflect off your day, reflect off your week, reflect off the interactions of the day, reflect off the interactions with yourself, reflect off the thoughts you had. Like when I say you have to start reflecting everything, like not everything, but things, start reflecting on your reactions first, and then your actions, and then put them all together. So always have self-reflection on how you talk, how you present yourself, how you engage with other people. These things are things that I feel like yes, I know a lot of psychology, but I don't know how to talk to certain amount of people, a certain type of people in certain situations. So after I finish an event, a social event, I would come home and reflect sometimes on, did I speak properly, or did I say the right things in the right tones? The next one would be practicing empathy. So try to understand the perspective of others and the feelings of others. So with empathy, you understand why someone feels that. You see from another person's perspective. You can feel why they feel that way. You understand them. So with empathy, when you're talking to someone that's having a bad day, when you show empathy to them, it makes them feel like they're not having such as of a bad day because someone understands them. We all want to feel related to in some sense. Everybody knows we're going through something, but how many people actually listen to somebody? Some people just need someone to listen to. So when you give empathy to somebody, someone knows, hey, I can trust them, or hey, this person is a good person. This person could be really smart, or does so and so and so. So always show empathy. Always try to be nice, but not overstep your boundaries. Like, just always understand why someone's feeling the way they are feeling. Sometimes you don't have to talk to people to understand why they're feeling the way they're feeling. Sometimes you can just tell, see, sense. You just have to have that emotional intelligence, or start to grow emotional intelligence, to see empathy and grow it. And the last one, this is very basic, simple for the developing emotional intelligence. The last one would be seeking feedback. Always, like I always say in every video, always go talk to a professional. Always go talk to loved ones. Always talk to peers I don't go to college for psychology, but I study it. So I have some family members that are in the mental health field. I have family that actually studies psychology. I got a family that had PhD in psychology. So I have more feedback to give the reader, give the viewer, than just what I've learned from another psychologist, or what I've learned from watching the Yale video off of the internet. So always seek feedback. We don't never know everything. Nobody knows nothing. Like, nobody knows nothing, but everybody knows something. But nobody knows everything. So always, continue knowing how to do better, continue to thrive, continue to grow, continue to seek feedback. Now, since we talked about developing emotional intelligence, now we're going to talk about the signs of emotional intelligence. Some of these we already talked about. So self-awareness, self-regulation, empathy. Another one would be social skills, learning how to communicate effectively, communicate with people, your boss, your relationships, your family. Learning how to be responsive and respond positive. Next would be motivation. We already talked about that one. Accepting criticism and responsibility. So accepting feedback, like I said earlier, and being accountable for your actions and what you do to other people, and being also valuing the other people's perspective on things and you and everything, or the subject at hand. Next would be listening skills, paying attention to others and valuing their opinion, like I said earlier. Adopting the change. I change very often. I say change is new, so if something new to come, old must go. So when you become emotionally aware, you will start to be like, oh, okay, this is more normal. Okay, this is change. And you'll be like, change brings new. If you look at it in a positive way, it always brings something new. You always get something good out of change. So next would be handling difficult people. So dealing with challenging personalities. You would know how, if your boss is a mean person, you would know how to deal with your boss. If your wife is annoying you for the day, you would know how to deal with her. So it's with that, you can help with that. Knowing when to talk and when to listen. Some people sometimes really need me. That's something I'm working on too. More knowing when to listen, not knowing when to give so much answer. So know when to listen, know when to listen to somebody, and know when to give feedback. Me right now, I'm still learning on when to listen and when not to listen. But you can kind of tell when someone only wants you to listen, because it's like they don't really ask you about it. They just kind of tell you about it. Is more what I'm picking up on. So next one would be not being easily offended. Not everything is so serious. Life isn't even serious, so you can't take life as so hardcore as it is. Not everybody's problems that they not how everybody feels towards you is not your problem. Somebody might be mad at how they're feeling, or be stressed in their life, and they might take it out on you. Is that your problem? No. So you have to be aware of not everything needs to be taken so serious. And the last two for the signs of emotional intelligence would be being open to feedback, which I talked about earlier, and then maintaining a balancing life. So prioritizing your well-being, prioritizing healthy things to do, prioritizing and balancing fun and priorities. Just having a good median of things, flow, have a good state of flow of life. Don't too overindulge in things. So those play a part. Those all play a big part in the growth and the signs and the things to look out for and the things to work on when it comes to emotional intelligence. Next is the importance of why is it important to be emotionally intelligent. And the first one would be it can improve your quality in relationships and your quality in having relationships. So with emotional intelligence, you understand your partners, you understand your boss, you understand your family, you understand your parents. So these all play a key factor of things that can improve with you having self-awareness. You have improved relationships. You understand everybody. It helps build stronger, healthy relationships at work and personal life. So basically what I said. The second one would be effective communication. So understanding emotions and allowing for clear and more empathetic communication. So understanding somebody. Speaking on someone, not speaking on someone's level, but speaking on a level that can help them understand and grow still. So yes, those, I would say, in my words, help your communication. You want to stop having so many arguments with your wife. Understand where she's coming from. See not only your side, see her side too. And that can help figure out where things go wrong and where things are at its high and where you guys miss seeing things. Next one would be conflict resolution. So be able to have a quick eye out and be able to see when a conflict's finna erupt, or when things are finna happen, or if you see a situation's getting dangerous, know when to leave. Have that gut feeling. Always listen to your gut and get out that situation, because you never know what's going to happen. People with emotional intelligence can sense, oh, hey, they're arguing over there. We might need to dip. People are like, oh, they're scary. No, they just might not want to have to deal with it. They might start shooting at each other. So they be like, hey, we're finna slide. So people with emotional intelligence know how to de-escalate a situation and get it down to the calmest too. Not just know when to leave, but how to talk someone down, how to calm someone down, how to talk their way. I wouldn't say talk their way, but how to calm someone down, how to have someone understand them without having the other person get mad. The next one would be leadership skills. So emotional intelligence leaders are most effective in motivating and inspiring their teams. So if you can drive a team to do if you have a company and y'all go door to door selling roofing, I mean, y'all make a quota. You be like, hey, I need y'all to work hard. Y'all been doing good this week. Here's some water. Here y'all go. Have like those skills that want to make these people go out here and work for y'all. Have not that, but sometimes you can get your hands dirty too. Not just say back, be like, hey, this is how things work too. I'm outside with y'all today. I don't feel like being in the office. Like, when I'm a boss, when I have my own things, I still want to be hands-on when I'm a boss, when I have my own things, because it's coming soon. Always remember that. Remember this. Y'all gonna see this one day, and I'm be like, we already told you. I already told myself. It's all a part of the journey, but have leadership skills. Next would be learn to manage your emotions. And we already talked about that one. Be mindful of your nonverbal communication. So pay attention to body language and your tone of voice. So watch how, if someone says something you don't like, watch how you present yourself when they say those things. If they might say something mean, don't look a certain type of way. Keep a plain face. Keep yourself calm, cool, collected. That person's looking for reaction. That's why they're watching your body. If you know they're looking for reaction, don't give them a reaction. I think I'm gonna stop the video there. It is getting late, and I want to get y'all part 2. It's only like a couple pages left of emotional intelligence, so that can easily be a part 2 I can finish in the house. I'm just not the one to be changing like my scenery when I be making a video. I don't know, that's just not my thing. I'd rather give y'all another video. So I'm gonna give y'all another video, and then we're gonna hop straight. Then I'm going to give y'all I think I might give y'all manipulation next. That was another one I studied, and I think that's one I want to talk about next. So thank you for watching the first part of emotional intelligence. See you in the next video.
It's only outfit from Lil Wayne. What you got on today? What you got on?
This shit right here, you know, this good motion, the only motion.